Hi, this is Isabel Litzler. So today's video is about volunteering. I get a lot of questions and basically people are not sure when to do a volunteering opportunity and what for. So today I will give you 3 tips. So the firstly, who is this for and what type of situation? Secondly, where to find those opportunities, and finally, how to transform that into a longer term type of opportunity slash job. So first of all, volunteering opportunities for me is really not for everybody. So I'll give you a very concrete example of when not to do a volunteering opportunity. If you're a professional and you've worked 10 years, let's say just say that you're a marketing manager, for example, and you've worked 10 years in big companies. Now you're coming to Switzerland and you're looking for the same type of job, but just in Switzerland. So the logic would be maybe for someone after a couple of months of job searching to say, well, why don't I do a volunteering opportunity on the Swiss market? The problem with that is that you have to be very careful because if you want to work, for example, for a multinational, they will question, why have you sold yourself as a volunteer when you already have this great experience? You're not valuing really what it is that you know how to do. And really, there's no reason for it. Of course, there's the language, yeah, maybe you should learn French or Swiss German. But in terms of skills, if you're a marketing manager and you know the skills of a marketing manager, it's the same thing in Switzerland. So you shouldn't have to do a volunteering opportunity to learn your skills. That's why it could damage your reputation and your resume. Now, the type of people where it would be very suited for is, for example, people that just graduated and they're in a profession that it's hard to enter. Let's say marketing, again, it's one of them, communications. There's so much demand for those kinds of jobs that probably you're one amongst the others applying. So maybe at some point doing a volunteering opportunity would help you get the skills that you need to be credible for a paid job. So I'll give you the example of doing a Facebook campaign. Maybe you have a degree in marketing, but you've never actually delivered a Facebook campaign on your own completely, measured the results, something concrete and measurable. So if you get an experience with an NGO, for example, even if it's not paid, but at least you can come out and say, I know how to do a Facebook campaign, and that's valuable for you as a graduate to show again your skills. The second case where it's also good to do a volunteering opportunity is if you just change careers. Let's say you went back to school to learn something different, but you're lacking this know-how. So doing the volunteering opportunity can help you get your feet wet. Again, show that you can do the Facebook campaign. I'll continue with this example very concretely to an employer. And it's not just, well, I went to school, did an MBA, and now I'm here applying with everybody else. It's like, yeah, okay, next. Employers want to see concrete results. A lot of people have MBAs and masters and even PhDs. They're very theoretical, but employers are looking for people who can do the work. So this is another great example of when it is great to do volunteering. But again, if you're a professional, you're not changing careers, you've been doing the same job for many years, you're not going to be very credible if you apply for a volunteering opportunity. People will really wonder why you want to basically sell your skills for free. So just be careful because, again, it can really more damage your resume, I think, than helping it. So that's my first tip. Second tip is that I will show you with the link below where to find those opportunities. They're a little bit hidden as well. Usually it's not something that's where the need is actually expressed very clearly on the job board. We're looking for a volunteer. Some of them do have opportunities, but usually it's more the word of mouth. So because you go to those networking events, because you talk to individuals, and then by talking to you, they say, oh, wow, you're in marketing and you just graduated. You know what? Actually, I could use right now having somebody as a marketing professional to volunteer for a few months. Most of the time, in my experience, I wasn't really looking for somebody when I met the people that I met. And because I met them, then I thought, well, maybe I should ask them to help me. And that's how it started. So I didn't go out there to actually look for somebody to help me. But because I met the individual, then I created the opportunity. So that's why, again, being out in the world is very important, and linking that to my networking events that I'm creating. Again, you're welcome to join. I will keep posting the links below in each video I make bi-weekly so that you have a chance to register. this is really the way, if you're already in Switzerland, to get those hidden opportunities by meeting individuals, exchanging with them. Perfect example, you go to an event where it's all marketing people, all supply chain people, probably one of them will need somebody either as an intern or as a volunteer or as a consultant even. So that's how you would hear about those. And thirdly, how to transform a volunteer experience into a more longer term position. So in my view, there's two cases there of what can happen. Either you're volunteering for an organization and maybe the employer thinks, well, you know what, I actually have a budget now, maybe I should turn that into a permanent job or even a short-term contract, but paid job. So it's just a circumstance or luck for you, I guess. You become lucky and all of a sudden there's a job that's created. That's the ideal situation. Or you're able to turn this experience into something that you really market for yourself that's going to help you get the paid job. So in other words, if you are a volunteer and you develop the full Facebook marketing strategy, you obtain some results as a volunteer, and now you're going to apply for a real job out there, paid job, you can actually showcase that as your example. And that's the best way, really. I mean, people who have marketing degrees are one amongst the others, and they're all selling about the same thing. But if you can come to an employer and say, I've actually delivered this for an organization and these are the results that I obtained, you're going to be much more successful in your job search. So that's how you can leverage is the word I'm looking for. That's how you can leverage the volunteer opportunities, turn that into a case, a concrete case that you showed, that you did for an employer. You can showcase that for your future jobs. So again, if you have questions, feel free to post below about volunteering, about how to hear about those opportunities, and I'll make sure to answer. Thanks.